Okay, so let us study what is voltage source. Okay, voltage source is the active device. What is this? This is one active device which gives the voltage, which provides voltage voltage to the circuit, to the circuit, or to run the circuit. That is called as voltage source. So here actually we come across two kinds of a voltage source. One is one is practical voltage source, another one is ideal voltage source. Let us study ideal voltage source first. Ideal voltage source. And second one is this, that is practical voltage source. Okay. Now let us see what is this ideal voltage. It is also an active device. Whatever voltage source are there, they are all what? They're active devices. Okay. It is also an active device which can maintain absolute constant voltage across its terminal, irrespective of change in the load current. Okay. So I will just write its statement here. It is also an active device. I will not. In short, I will write. It is also an active device which can provide or which can maintain absolute, which can maintain absolute constant voltage, which can maintain absolute constant voltage across its terminal, irrespective of irrespective of the load current drawn from it. Okay, what is this ideal voltage source? It is an active device which can maintain or which can provide absolute constant voltage irrespective of absolute constant voltage irrespective of the load current drawn from it. This is what ideal voltage source. So what actually it means? See, here I will draw the circuit diagram for that. Or just I will draw one diagram here. So let me consider one source here. Okay, this is what ideal voltage source. Okay, it has two terminals. Definitely, it has two terminals. One terminal A, another terminal B. Okay, this is what one voltage source. That is ideal voltage source. If I connect, so actually what it is doing is it is giving you a constant voltage across these terminals across VAB. It is giving you a constant or absolute constant voltage across these terminals. Okay, that is what constant voltage source is. That is ideal voltage source. So voltage across AB, if you measure, it is always what it is constant. It gives the same value. It will not change its value. Okay, that is what the ideal voltage source is. Whatever may be the current, you connect on a resistor here, it will draw some current. Irrespective of that current, you may draw more current, you may draw less current, whatever you do. But VAB voltage across AB, that is same. That will not going to change. But for that, one certain circuit diagram is there. We'll draw that one. Okay. You can just draw one battery here. Again, this battery has some internal resistance. Okay, it has some internal resistance. I denote it by small r. Okay, this all together is what our voltage source. Okay, either it is a practical or ideal voltage source. This is a what? It's a symbol. One battery is there actually inside. One source is there. This one, it will produce a voltage of Vs, and to in series with that source, some internal resistance is there. You know already, any component they have some internal resistance. Likewise, here also this source has some internal resistance smaller, and it has two terminals. One is A, another one is B. Okay. Now I will connect one resistor here. Just- I will connect one resistor here. Which resistor? I call this resistor as a load resistor RL, and here current will flow, that is IL. Okay. So now if you measure the voltage across AB, that will be VAB. If you find out that using the Ohm's law, it will be IL into RL. Why IL into RL? Voltage across RL, that is voltage across AB. V equals to I into R, which IL is flowing in the RL, so IL, across which you are measuring the voltage across the RL, so here RL. VAB equals to IL into RL. So what was I saying is the constant voltage here VAB, this will remain constant. It is not going to change. I said like that, and definition is also that only. So why it is happening like that? So just apply the KVL to this closed loop. You know this one is a closed loop, isn't it? This one is a closed loop. Just apply KVL to this loop. What happens? Let us see. Okay. Let voltage of this main source is Vs. This one. Let it be Vs. Okay. So according to KVL, Vs equals to what? Vs equals to the IL is flowing right here. IL is flowing to RL. The same IL will flow through this R only. IL will flow like this through this R and comes here to RL, and again go back to the this Vs. Okay, it will flow like that. IL is flowing in R also and RL also. So Vs equals to IL into small r plus IL into capital R. This is what your KVL. In last class we have studied this. The EMF, whatever EMF source is there, that is equals to what? Sum of product of IRs. Okay, I into R, and whatever IRs are there, you have to sum them up and equate it to EMF source. That is VSC here. So here you can see in ideal voltage source there is the one condition, that is the internal resistance is there, no, that is equals to zero. This is very important condition. When the internal resistance is zero, then the voltage source this will give a constant, absolute constant voltage across its terminal irrespective of the current drawn. Whatever you draw the current, IL may be anything, the VAB remains constant. When it remains constant, when R equals to small r, internal resistance small r is equals to zero. Let us put small r equals to zero here now. So this terminal become this term becomes zero plus IL into RL, again Vs. So you can say what is IL into RL? IL into RL is the voltage across A and B. Voltage across A and B. So we can write Vs equals to VAB. But we can write VAB equals to what? Vs. Whatever you are measuring here, VAB, it is irrespective of IL. Whatever original value of Vs is there, that only you will get across the this VAB. Okay, so just you put the value of here. I think you didn't say that. Vs equals to what? Here I put 0 here, so it will become 0 here. So plus IL into RL as it is. What is IL into RL? This is VAB. Okay, just I will write VAB. So you can write VAB equals to Vs. So voltage across VAB, that remains, that will be equals to Vs only, irrespective of the current drawn. Whatever you draw the current, VAB will not going to change. Why? You can see this equation. VAB is only depending upon Vs. It is not depending upon the IL value. Okay, whatever you draw the current, that's what definition is saying. Irrespective of the current, load current drawn. Load current is this one. Whatever you draw the current, but VAB. Voltage across AB. Voltage across AB means what? Voltage across the battery terminals. This is everything is a battery in the sense voltage source. Voltage source is there across this terminal. That means A and B. Here you will get VAB, that is its voltage across its terminal, that will remain constant irrespective of the current drawn. For example, if Vs is equals to 5 volt, actual voltage of the voltage source is Vs equals to 5 volt, and uh, R equals to 0, you already know. Why it is 0? For ideal case, the internal resistance is 0. Ideal case, internal resistance is 0. So you will get VAB. VAB equals to what? 5 volt only. Whatever Vs is there, the same value VAB you will get. It will not going to change. Whatever current you draw, either you draw IL equals to 5 amp or IL equals to 1 amp, whatever you draw here, the VAB, it will remain 5 volt. Okay, that is what the ideal voltage source. But unfortunately, what happens is we don't have ideal voltage source. Okay, in day-to-day life, we use practical voltage sources. So ideal voltage source we want actually, but we don't have that. Why don't we don't have? Because every source has some internal resistance. In ideal source, what I said, internal resistance is zero. R is zero. I said, isn't it? But in a reality, what happens? All sources they have some internal resistance. Finite value is there for internal resistance. This one it has some small r has some value. Okay, that r is making difference in the output voltage here. Okay, so let us see what is voltage, that is a practical voltage source. That is, you can see what is practical voltage source here. It is also an active device which cannot maintain absolute constant voltage across its terminal. That is what practical voltage source. So, circuit diagram for the practical voltage source also remains same. Only thing is you have to give R equals to, for ideal case, what you have to give? R equals to 0. You have to mention this one while drawing the circuit diagram for ideal voltage source. R equals to 0. Otherwise, you remove the R for the ideal voltage source. You remove the R in the sense what? Just draw one straight line here, straight wire here, and remove this R. Otherwise, if you want to write the represent R here, then mention its value R equals to 0. For ideal case, I am talking. For practical suite, what you have to do? You have to do R equals to some value, not equals to 0, R not equals to 0, like that you have to write here for practical voltage source. The circuit diagram remains same, only thing R value you have to mention below the circuit diagram. Okay, so now let us see what is VAB. You know already VAB equals to what? IL into RL. This is same. Voltage across here A and B. RL into IL. So now let us again apply KVL to the this loop. Okay. Now what will I get? If I apply the KVL here, you can see Vs equals to IL into same thing, IL into R plus IL into RL. So here R is not equals to 0. Already here, written here. R is not equals to what? 0. So Vs equals to IL into R plus VAB. Where we are measuring taking the output or taking the voltage across VAB. So I will write VAB equals to what? Vs minus is IL into R. Remove that side. You will get IL into R. VAB is equals to what? Vs minus IL Vs minus IL into R. This is what VAB. Suppose your Vs is here in last case I took 5 volt. If Vs equals to 5 volt, then what will be VAB? Let us see. VAB equals to 5 volt minus IL into R. You can see here 5 volt minus IL into R. What does it mean? Whatever you are measuring VAB here, voltage across A and B, that will be always less than this 5 volt only. Okay, it will be always less than the 5 volt. For example, value of IL into R, this is 0.1. Then VAB, that will be equals to VAB, that will be equals to 4.9 volt. Okay, actually what is the actual voltage? That is 5 volt, but you are getting here voltage across VAB, that is 4.9 volt. Why? R has some value here. This R has some value. Because of that some value, there is a little bit of voltage drop, that is 0.1 volt across this resistor. Okay, so you are getting 4.9 volt here, isn't it? So you can see here, voltage source is 5 volt here. Vs equals to 5 volt. That 5 volt you can see here, 5 volt, that is equals to, again you can, voltage across AB is what? 4.9, 4.9 plus voltage drop across the small r is 0.1. So again you will get 5 volt only here. 5 volt, whatever it is producing here, that is dropping across this resistor and this resistor. Okay, they are in series, right? They are in series. So if you add them, 4.9 plus 0.1, again you will get a 5 volt only. That is what actual KVL. Okay, LHS will always equals to RHS only. Okay, so this is all about the what voltage source.